So this week I've had a few updates to my what's in the bag, and I'll be sharing that with you very soon. But there's one thing that's been added to the bag that I just couldn't wait to show you. I've had to give it its own video. So I was just sat the other day thinking, why have I never owned a hybrid or a utility? Especially with on and off days with my driver. It's good or it's really not good. I need something that's going to be a backup plan just in case, which is more often than not, that the driver starts misbehaving. So I ordered a utility, and I did put a few cryptic messages out on my Instagram page. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Not everything is as it seems with this thing. These specs I've probably gone a little bit far-fetched with, to be honest with you, and a few times I've hit it, I've thought, Al, what have you done to this golf club? If you're a Gone in 60 Seconds fan and you've seen that movie, I have rightly called this Eleanor, because not everyone can handle her. So the specs of this thing, they start off very normal and then gradually get much worse. It's 1/4 inch longer and it's 2 degrees upright. What's the problem? Everything seems fine in the world. Yeah, the shaft. I ordered a graphite shaft, but it wasn't available. So Al, doing the normal thing, ordered a tipped X100 steel shaft. And with it being a 2-iron, the loft would be 16 degrees if I hadn't strengthened it by 3 degrees. Yeah. Welcome everyone to the Eleanor Badger Extinctor 3000. Greenskeepers, you may now exit your vehicles because you're not going to need to cut the grass. I can do it for you. You see, with this thing, there's a bit of a love and hate relationship. I either really don't catch this thing and it's devastating, or I get it and it goes an extremely long way with a fantastic ball flight. So I'm actually in love with this thing. Yes, I like the fact that I've got no idea what's going to happen. It makes everything even more exciting. Right, before I hit this thing, guys, if you're not already a member of the Team Al family, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because I've been eBay shopping and I've ordered a lot of random things that's going to be happening in the next few weeks. So that bell notification, if you click it, you will be notified about these videos. I think it's safe to say that this club is wearing boardies on the lower half and wearing a coat on the top half. It doesn't know where it's sitting. The loft is the same as a strong 3-wood, yet we've got a tipped X100 shaft in it. So I did post over the weekend some shots with this at the range. The sound of it is just ridiculous. Oh yes. It is a bit of a head turner on the range, I've got to admit, and it's a flight that I've never been able to achieve before. As I mentioned though, it is very much a love-hate relationship. It's either really bad or it's unbelievably good. So if I can get to 250 meters, I would be off the deck. I'd be very happy. Very, very happy. That felt pretty good, but that's sprayed to the right. That's tracking. And that's gone 245 meters. First shot. Sprayed to the right. That was the lower half of the iron, but that is tracking. We've reached the green on the par 5. Ka-ching! 246. Given that those two strikes were in the lower half of the face, this sort of iron for me, I'd be peaking here. I'd be very surprised, even off the tee, if we see any up here. Turn that one over a bit more. That felt good. Nearly carried it that far. It's not a million miles away. Oh, 252. That was a bit cruel as well. It rolled to the side. I don't know what greens look like upside down bowls, but there you go. I love this thing. I honestly love this thing. When I first got this iron and I hit a few shots, I hit one chunky, turned over, and I just was like, what have I done? I have destroyed this beautiful iron. You've just got to stick with things sometimes and be persistent. Keep at it, don't give up. Even if you didn't like it the first time you picked it up, because I didn't. I was literally like, wow, oh dear. And now it's giving me a new love for the game, which is unbelievable. It's an iron I've never had in the bag, and I have no idea why I've never had it in the bag. He says as he hits one into someone's garden. So we've still got the hooks if we want them. I don't want them, thanks. Look at this at a dress. It's, well, it just looks like a top line, almost. You can barely see the face due to the lack of loft. Just see the face, really. But you're greeted and comforted by the HMB cavity section at the back. It's like when you're cycling with stabilizers on and you know your dad's there in case you fall off. That's, yeah. Love it. Oh yeah. But before I hit any more, and because I care about you guys, aren't I a nice guy? We don't get a chance to really recap your feedback on a particular range of irons. So by now you may have had a chance to hit the MP20 range. So all I want you to do is comment down below your thoughts on the looks, the feel, if you've had the experience and the chance to actually give these things a whack. Where are you going? Oh, that's a stinger low one. Quite like that flight. That would have looked sexy in real life. Sneeze in a minute. No? No? Okay, no. It's a no. What's all this about? We're not fighting Darth Maul. Well, let's have a look at the numbers of what we've got and then we'll move to the tee. Tea time! So let's head to the tee shots whilst I read out the numbers. You don't need to see me dancing in front of this screen. 10 shots. Carry average was 231. Total distance was 244. So 2 or 3 big chunks. One of them only just almost carried over the 200 meter mark. So that's really going to affect the numbers there. Backspin 3,374, clubhead speed 109, ball speed 158. It's safe to say, I love this iron. Now let's join that very attractive man on screen and hit some more shots off the tee. God, he's good looking. This isn't an excuse. These tees scare me. They give you a vibration because they're like a screw in and they're really slappy. If you've seen previous challenges, you will know what I mean. Ow. I might have more chance from the deck, if I'm honest. I'll hit one more. I can't commit to it. Ah! On the course, you've got this nice wooden tee. Never get any slappy vibrations, but in here, ooh. Right, back to the deck. That felt pretty good. Look at that, look, just a bit more commitment. I'm hitting it almost, well, further off the deck than I am off the tee, just for pure 252. I'm going to show you what's coming up in the next video. Again, make sure you hit subscribe and the notifications. There you go, you've seen it. It is ridiculous, I can't wait to show you that one. A bit of an out of bounds episode. Bit on the heavy side, saved it with the hands. Put this total distance down in the comment section so I know you stayed with me. Thank you so much for watching as always. I thought I'd just hit record because I'd be testing this anyway. An absolute beast of an iron. If you have any questions, stick them down in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button, follow us on social media. As always, the links are below. Go, roll, roll, roll. Roll, could be the longest, pulled it. It is 2, 5, 3. Thank you very much, guys.